Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News on Fox 14. Joining us again this week is the lovely Charlene Patton, all the way down from Topeka with the Kansas Soybean Commission. Charlene, welcome back to the show. Have had some fantastic recipes so far this month, and looking at what we've got here, looks like we're not done yet.
That's right. We're going to continue our apple theme, Chris, and look at this tart we're going to make. I love it. It is so pretty. It looks like a fancy dessert that you want to have, and it's so easy to make. I put the dough already in here so we could save a step, but again, it's using our margarine in there, and we talked about this last week, but make sure that you use a margarine that has a higher oil content.
Right.
It'll say right on the front of the package, and this one had 85%. So that's good for baking, and we'll want to do that. So after we've mixed that together, I've pressed it. You can use a rolling pin and roll it out, and then put it in the lined parchment pan.
Okay.
Because that parchment paper, then you can just line or get it out afterwards. Then what I'm going to do is just layer these. I've cut the apples. You can use any of your favorite baking apple that you find in the store, but layer those. You could go diagonal this way and make it very fancy. You could do all kinds of decorations, but you're just layering it there so we have all those apples. What do you think?
That's looking pretty good so far. And who doesn't like apples? Remember what they say, of course, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. And this looks like at least a couple of apples in a day.
That's right. We'll quickly try to get the rest of these on here. You can help me if you want.
I was going to say, you're considerably more skilled, but I think I could put an apple or two into some dough here.
And, I left the peels on because I think that red color with our apples, we'll use that one there. But just gives it a little bit more fiber to our diet, but it also adds that color to it that I think is nice. Hey, you did good.
All right. We've even got a couple left.
We did. Yes, there we go.
Okay.
All right.
Now that is nicely layered right there.
It looks beautiful, doesn't it? So now to this then, I have some sugar. And this is actually half a cup of sugar. And we're going to put that over the top of it. And then you have melted margarine there in that container. Would you want to? Nope. This one right here. That's okay.
See, this is why I'm not in the kitchen that often. But Charlene's here to help. So.
That's right. Now you can just start, if you want to do it, just go down each of that and just kind of dribble it. Yeah, each row. That just adds a little bit more flavor.
Okay.
Great. This is actually going to bake at 400 degrees for about 35 to, 45 to 60 minutes.
Okay.
I said 35 because I started checking it at 30.
Okay.
But it really did take, not quite, all the 60 minutes. And the bread or the dough down there will get nice and brown, and the apples. When it comes out, we're not going to do this, but I wanted to show you. This is apple jelly that I've mixed with a little apple juice, and we're going to just brush that on top when it comes out of the oven.
Okay, and that'll give it that nice finishing touch right there. Okay.
And then cut it into pieces. Take this out, and that'll help you to remove it and put it on a cutting board.
Excellent. And it looks delicious. And, of course, apple glazed tart. If they want this recipe or any of the others we've had this month, what do they need to do?
They can go to our website at kansassoybeans.org. They can also call our 800 number, 877-KS-SOYBEAN. We'll mail you all the recipes for October.
And there's something else you've got in there as well.
That's right, a special bonus this month, so be sure to call because the first recipe we did for the month was the winning recipe for the Kansas Soybean Commission in the National Festival of Breads. And so you'll get that lovely recipe book, 4-color, and the Kansas Wheat Commission is helping us send that to everybody.
All right, thank you so much, Charlene. Of course, if you missed any of that, you just go to our website, KOAMNewsNow.com. We'll be back with more right after this.